What's good, YouTube? This is Dougie back with another video. My very first two videos was pretty decent, but this one's gonna be spicy, real spicy. Like hot sauce spicy. Not hot chip challenge yet. No. I mean, it might be, cause not too many women are going. Well, let's not say women. Delusional girls, cause that's what they are. I don't consider y'all being women yet because women understand the concept of what being a woman is. Delusional girls do not. They think that, they draw their mans and everything. Like, they draw everything. Everything's made up as hell. Like, and they gonna get it. Yeah, just manifest it. I'm mad because I did do a video and I would love to redo the reaction to that video, but I had to cut it because there was too many things I would have to edit out. But I can definitely say, man, some of you women are a handful, and y'all know it. And the crazy part is that y'all don't even try to fix it. Y'all don't try to better yourself. Y'all stick with it like the whole year. And that's what makes y'all more delusional. But we're going to get on into this video. Here we go. And I don't want to be, and I'm not trying to be mean, because honestly, I look up a video of delusional men too. Well, I tried. If you see what my search bar says, it says delusional men and women compilation, and I only got delusional women. So, yeah, just so y'all know.
So, that's, literally when I play back to, my mom said, this is what I taught you. This is what, you're supposed to do type of thing. But everything that I taught you isn't right. It isn't. And now that she is married, then she is submissive to a man. And she is. So, of course, now she's like, hey, Lex,
she changed her outlook.
But, of course, how can she do,
But the damage is done now.
So what she was the damage is done 100%. But what she's looking for me to do is how do you grow from that? How do you? She literally looked me dead ass in my face and was like, "I taught you some things that I shouldn't have taught you." And that's where it's it's some real ass shit because women are really out here raising children by themselves. They're really doing it, whatever the situation is. But what are these children being taught? Where are they learning from? Where are they growing from? What are they doing? So this is where you stop and you realize, okay, this is what I have been taught. This is what I know. This is what I do. But how do I learn from it? How do I grow? What do I do? How do I change? Because look, I don't want to be submissive to anybody, but do I realize in life, at the end of the day, I do want to be submissive. I do want to be loved. I do want to be, do these things, but what my mom taught me was, fuck these niggas, get money type shit. And then when she come back, she's like, I know I said fuck these niggas and do this shit, but this is really what it's about. And it's about, figure it out. It's hard. It's not easy. Women out here, every woman watching this podcast, whatever it is, everything that you were taught is not right. You were taught it. It doesn't mean that it's right.
Damn.
She actually gets an applaud from me because of the simple fact that some females still can't own up to that part. Some females cannot even admit where they even learn some of these tactics from. And it's crazy to me that she just really broke it down to like the lowest form of where it even comes from, how it resolves, and what the whole what's the whole purpose of being feminine. Like, feminine is submissive, masculine is dominant. Please keep that in your head.
Okay. Yeah.
Well
Okay.
said.
Thank you for
Keeping it real,
being honest and being vulnerable like that.
Yeah.
I would say just to add on.
That is vulnerability though. Like, sometimes, like, it's hard to bring those things up, but the vulnerability actually is much more applauding than you sitting here and staying in this delusional phase of thinking and viewing us men. Like, there's men in this world that are not not delusional men, because there's delusional men too. Like, there might not be no videos, but I know there is some delusional dudes out here, like, they that think that, you know, the way that they're doing things is the right way to do it because their father put them onto that, or whatever the case may be, their bros or whatever. It's the same with women. And like I said, to be able to show that vulnerability, you get hella more respect for me.
You're saying, which I thought you made some fantastic points. This stems from not having a father figure.
100%.
This is why a father is so important. Fathers keep sons out of jail and daughters off stripper poles, and the father is basically your first line of defense to keep you keep you from being a statistic of the state.
I can't say 100% fathers keep females off stripper poles, because I know quite a few females that has fathers and they are strippers, and their father is okay with them being strippers, but I feel like it's also a part of what he once raised up through, what he was raised up in and what he was raised through as well, that he accepted that. So, like, it varies. Just understand the concept of how life works, and, well, you can't understand the concept, no one ever will, but understand, like, what works best for you. Like, it might not work best for your homegirl, it might not work best for your best friends or friends at school. Figure out what works best for you, because the moment you do, the more happy you will be. I'm being honest with y'all. The more y'all follow up after each other's footsteps and think that, your homegirl has the right of way, or mama has the right of way, or your auntie has the right of way, or your grandma has the right of way, is the moment that you are going to become delusional. The moment that you become hooked to them like they're your life book of how to go through life. Just because they're older than you doesn't mean shit. I'm just saying. That's the same goes for males. There's a lot of things that we can't listen to, because the moment we do, we end up messing up our lives and our happiness due to the fact that we can't love ourselves because we're listening to someone else that doesn't love themselves.
100%.
So, and then also, a woman that has a woman that typically grew up with her father is going to have, how do I say this? She's going to have a genuine respect for men to a degree where she'll understand that the female-male dynamic is
How it
one
works.
of our harmonious bond where there's a masculine and a feminine, and she needs to be in her feminine for things to work. But when you're raised by a single mother, which, let's be honest, a lot of single mothers have disdain for men. They have a bad taste in their mouth. A lot of them badmouth the baby father, etc. You're constantly told throughout your childhood and your adolescence, your formative years, that men ain't shit. They're nothing. They're below you. You can do anything they can do. And what that does is that builds an indoctrination.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard the phrase in a while. That was actually the first time in a while that I've heard the phrase. But I'm kind of glad that y'all released that phrase. But now is really worried about his money. That's what it is now. It's not getting money from your own resource. It's actually using him to make your money is what y'all be on now. And it's just kind of sad.
in their head that men are inferior, so that when you finally do meet a man, hell, you might meet a man of means, you might meet a man that's worthy of a relationship, whatever it is. You're coming off with a barrier. You're coming in with a barrier up, and you're telling him climb it. And what I'm telling you is,
his analogies are on point. I can't cap. That is exactly what you're doing. And the crazy part is that the same goes for men. I know, like, before, I ain't gonna cap, I was once a delusional male, like, but that was due to the fact of what I was raised up through, how people taught me to do certain things, and that's why I let that shit go. Hey, that don't work for me. And the more I use your tactics, the worse my life gets. Like, I'm good on that. Like, I'm a person that learns from my lessons, and I had to learn lessons that I shouldn't have had to have learned because I'm taking somebody else's advice.
We're not gonna climb it.
They're gonna say, "Fuck you, bitch! I'm not climbing it," and I'm gonna go to the other guy. It's just that men will never admit this. What they'll simply do is, "I'll climb half the wall to get sex. I don't even gotta jump over it." Then as soon as he gets the sex, he's gonna drop off, go to the next girl that doesn't have a barrier up, and that's where so many women fail.
I'm telling you right now, the reason why I'm able to be where I'm...
How does he win doing that?
That's a good question. I'll bring it back to that. I just want to give the ladies an option. Go ahead. So I just want to add on that this stems from not having a father. That's why father is so important.
Hold on. I want to add one more thing to that as well.
Yeah,
so you brought a very good point.
But I do agree. Having a father is important because, and especially if they're not delusional. Because I feel like there's delusional fathers out here that tend to make their children feel like they need them. For every parent out there that is watching this, I just want to make sure that y'all understand what parenthood is about. Because remember, it was your choice to have a child. Whether if that was unwanted or wanted, you still brought a child into this earth that is your responsibility. To make that child's responsibility to be that every day because of your mistakes is unfair. Really unfair. So before you run to them and say that you wish that they weren't born and all this other extras, think to yourself as to what you may have created on this earth, because that is an ideal image of what you created.
So picture this: if you were to say all men are like not worth it, trash, whatever for your mom, that's the mindset sometimes. Also think about choice. If you're out there dating, right, you choose the wrong guys, they lie to you, they cheat on you, they treat you horrible. Damn. Is this how all men are? And look, you might not have known this is the right guy or the wrong guy, but you took a chance.
I was literally blessed enough in life to have a mom that, she literally, my dad, a POS, if that's what, you want to call it, whatever the situation is, but she never said it. She never was like, yo, fuck your dad. He's not here. He doesn't pay this. He doesn't do this. He's not there for you. She never said any of that. She was like, I'm going to allow you to have your own opinion about it.
And honestly, I'm not going to lie. Being a child that has to, had to go. And it wasn't even just two. It was three. 3 people's opinions. And they all wonder why the hell I'm the way that I am and why I was ever the way that I was towards them. Because I'm over here listening to 3 people. Not 2, but 3. And y'all all got opinions on each other. Other than coming to a conclusion to sit down and get along with each other, just so then, I can be peaceful in life and enjoy my life. No, y'all all kept doing it. And then wonder why I react the way I react. Because I want to be able to have my own thoughts.
man in your life.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm blessed enough to say that I have, because a lot of women out here, they get that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, your dad's a piece of shit. He's not there. He's fucking so he doesn't.
Bashing men is just as bad, but like it's not as bad as bashing a dad. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, well, when you're a woman, a lot of women do it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
They literally are like, oh, I have a kid by you because you don't want to be by me. Fuck you, and fuck, like, your kid is never gonna see you, and they use that as
no cap. I don't like putting my life experiences in this shit, but honestly, I've had this happen to me. And it might sound bad, but I'm glad that that child was not born. For many reasons. Like, for somebody to use that against a man, that's what will that will tear his heart in half, but as well as him up mentally. So if you out here actually using a child that you're having with a man against him, you ain't. That's it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I can get up here and be your girl Lex and act the way I am is because my mom sat in front of my face and literally was like, I'm going to let you decide on how you feel about your father.
No, but I'm saying as well, when girls go there to the marketplace for dating, like, they'll go in, okay.
Now, we're going to take that back. You're something, but you need some counseling. Because, like I said, I want to be positive, and honestly, like I said, I want to be able to help people. I don't want to tear people down.
Trusting, naive, whatever, and then they get,
fucked over,
tossed, chucked, and then they say, damn, I hate all men. And I get it.
You cannot take one situation that you go through and make it.
But it might be multiple. And I'm saying to them, hey, I get it, I understand, but maybe it was the wrong choice you made for the guy. So now to put down every single guy that you meet going forward is like, yo, like, this guy was actually good for you because you don't have the trust issues, whatever. Now you're going to put this on the new guy? That's not fair.
So I saw a post.
Life isn't fair either. But I'm just saying, like, I see why girls have this attitude towards men because obviously they pick the wrong guy, the guy cheated, whatever, trust issues. I get it. But every guy isn't the same for the most part. And I get this, right? I guarantee you those same girls that did that the whole 9 years with all these guys, whatever, one guy actually was the right guy for them.
And also one of these issues that will resolve this is due to the fact that women think that the best option is to move on to another relationship. No. The best option is to pause and allow yourself to heal. Once you completely heal and show yourself the love that no man you feel like can't show you, is the moment that you feel more free in this world. Like, I had to learn that myself, and I'm a male, so I can't stress it enough, but show yourself self-love, and I guarantee you it will look out for you, and especially when it comes down to you looking for a relationship and what you want and need in a relationship, it becomes a lot easier.
The issues?
Like, kid you not, I know which type of women I'm not accepting in my life now compared to when I was a shorty. I was going for every woman that I shouldn't have went for. And now I understand why I was getting hurt.
They couldn't even see it. So I'm just saying, look, at some point, that guard needs to go down, and there has to be some trust here. Just a little bit.
Right.
So,
all right, what's your take on this?
Well, one, I believe that men want peace, and I believe in order to give a man peace, you have to first be at peace with yourself. And also, the reason why I pick conditional femininity is because that's what my father taught me, actually. Because he taught me the things that a man should know how to do just in case I meet a man who doesn't know how to do those things. And the thing is, I had a boyfriend who was a mama's boy. He didn't know how to do the things that a man should know how to do. He didn't know how to lead me. I would ask him certain questions. He wanted me to pick everything. He didn't want to be the man in that situation. Or I'm not going to say that because he just didn't know. He didn't have that father figure. But I'm now with a man who 1000% can lead me. So that is why I feel like I agree with that statement that Carrie made. But yes, I believe that a man should lead just because he's proven to me multiple times in certain situations that he can lead me in those situations and he can be that man and that we can be a partnership. But I do not believe that I would be able to survive in a desert, you know,
Without a man.
without a man. I'm not going to sit here and be like, because I believe, yes, we want to sit here and say men and women are equal, but in reality, no, we can't survive without a man. Like, my dad, he literally has went through the survival guide with me and was like, you can eat these plants and you can do this. And I'm like, I can't remember all that. Like, I need a man to just tell me, you know, what to do. Like,
Yeah.
And that's just me.
That's fair.
So we'll get to you here in a second. So, question for you though. So you said that your father told you to, like, you know, be conditionally feminine. My question is this: if you allowed your past boyfriend into your life, why didn't you just get rid of him as soon as you saw that he was ill-equipped to be a leader?
I did.
Like immediately? How long did you date him before that? That's what I'm trying to say. You'll know
about
it, guys.
a year. I didn't know until a couple months later. Like, I didn't realize, because it took so many circumstances for me to be like, damn, like, I keep asking you what you want to eat, what you want to do. You can't even tell me,
ladies,
like, what your own
you want some
opinion
game real quick?
is.
You'll know before you even meet the guy if he's a leader.
Tell me how, please.
If he's telling...
That is facts. It is true. Very true. You will know.
You to plan the date off rip or whatever,
Yeah.
you'll know off rip right there, this ain't the one. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to put some accountability on the women. Like, you're going out with these guys hoping for them to change. And hoping is never good. You got to... I always say this: women operate on possibilities, men tend to operate on probabilities. Mm-hmm. The possibility that you might be able to change him or make him better, it exists, but it's like 1%. You ain't never going to be able to change a man. Mm-hmm. If he's a pussy and he's a pushover, then life needs to punish him and not reinforce that bad behavior and that inadequacy, which, trust me...
I ain't gonna cap. I had to go through this, believe it or not. The reason for that being is because, I'm not gonna lie, my dad, he thought that, you know, teaching me the hard way was the best way. In reality, it wasn't. Like, you really gotta actually be a father. Like, when you're a father, you need to sit down with your sons, your daughters, and actually, you know, see how they think. And understand why they think that way. Not be like, you should think like this. Like, school should have taught you that. Like, no, that's not how shit works. And I've had to learn the hard way. I ain't gonna cap. But I'm much more of a leader than I've ever used to be. Like, before, I wasn't as much of a leader. Like, I don't want that label that much. Now I know I'm a leader. A lot of people, you know, follow after me. I inspire a lot of people to do bigger and better things with life. And I'd rather have control as to what happens in the relationship due to the fact that I am dominant and I know I am. Like, I want to be able to satisfy my woman, but at the same time get satisfied too. Like, we have, if this is a string, we got sides to pull in order to keep the tension to make sure that it's straight. Does that make sense? Let's keep going.
Punish him. Men have to live in a fact-based reality. Yeah. So you know from him texting you and setting up the date that he's not equipped, and you just don't deal with him. My thing is this: why show up on a date or hang out with a guy on a romantic level with masculine energy, right? Making him prove himself to you. You don't even got to go that far. You'll know within 5 to 10 minutes of hanging out with him that he ain't about shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You can figure it out in the text messages. So that's why I'm saying women have to take a little bit of accountability too.
Right.
Like, what you doing every 5 seconds or every 5 minutes? Or one that's really, really chasing you? Just saying.
Well, I get what your father's saying. He gave you that advice. But I guarantee you, if you had involved your father in the beginning of the relationship to some degree,
you wouldn't even be in the situation.
You wouldn't even have been in it. And that's why I say dads are so goddamn important. Fathers save their daughters from bad decisions, and men, your father's able to screen out other men that aren't good suitors for his daughter. So that's why I tell girls all the time, involve your dad, involve your brother, or involve your uncle. Some man in your family that loves you, right, that's familial with the same blood, he's going to be able to screen out that person like that. So I would say that's just some game for the ladies. Like, You don't want to be around a beta male? You'll know immediately from the way he texts you and converses with you in the beginning that he ain't worth it. But going into the date with masculine energy, expecting to change him is not going to work.
You can't change him.
So what's your take? Go ahead.
What's the question?
So the first question.
I ain't gonna cap. She seems like she's been in La La Land the whole time they've been talking.
Yeah. Rebuttal. If you don't agree with what I said as far as like conditional femininity or masculinity, and then do you know what men want?
So I feel like men, they just want someone to like be on the same page as them. They want someone to build with them. You guys have to be on the same page. That's all it's about. If you guys are, you will know if someone's for you if y'all on the same page. You have a goal. You know, if y'all not on the same page, then it's just not gonna work.
What is the same page though?
Whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
Whatever page you guys are, whatever goal you guys are reaching, if you guys are on the same similarities with what you guys want in life, for example, like, you know, you guys both want to be on top, you guys both want to grind, both get money, you guys both need to be on that, you know, same mindset, you know? You meet a lot of people that's not on the same mindset as you, you know?
So you
like,
think men want a woman on the same mindset?
when it comes to financially, like, you don't want no female to just you do everything, and you want a female that's on their shit.
Some guys
you know?
do actually.
Like hustlers.
I mean, I kind of feel like I get where she's coming from, but she's not like going in depth with what he's asking, like as into what it means to be on the same page. Same page means, you know, even emotional wise, like could you deliver anything other than, you know, the physical rim of things, like mentally, physically, materialistically, like do you want to have children and things of that sort. Those things are the things that you should pay attention to, and I guess that's what she's trying to get to, but I do understand where she's coming from. But like I said, she did seem like she was in La La Land. Honestly, how she's speaking, she seems like she got an attitude by something that was said probably way back when, and that's a bad look. I'm just saying.
Every man is different, though.
See,
Every man
some
different.
men want like a
some
wife
men,
and
some
to be
men
home.
want like to be home, and I go out and you go, you know, you stay in the house and take care of the kids, but people's different. Everybody's different.
It is clear
Everyone's different.
that women don't know what men really want. It's very clear.
I'll say this.
How would you ask your man what he
Men
wants,
know
and I
women
promise
want.
you he'll tell you.
Yeah.
But when he tells you, because this is something, like I said, y'all, I fucking got emotional on it. Like, he told me what he wanted, and I still was not able to provide to him what he needed and what he wanted. So when I was not able to do that, and he took a step forward, I'm like, where are you going? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
But then you realize, really stop and like take a step back and realize, like, okay, I want him to give me this, this, and this, but what can I provide for him? And it goes both ways. Figure it out, women.
Okay.
Any woman listening to this, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So all right. So you think that basically you're on the same page, and then anything else? Okay. So men want a woman that's a hustler and ambitious.
Yeah. We all want that. You don't want that in your woman?
I'm
not saying that it's a bad thing that she said that, but like I said, realistically, a man needs a woman that is going to be there emotionally, not just in the physical rim of things. We need to be able to have an outlet and feel secure when we are on our vulnerable points behind closed doors. Now, some women can deliver on that end and not deliver in the physical realm, but like I said, and like they're saying, like it's all about knowing what you want, and sometimes you gotta go through that physical change, those physical changes with yourself first before you get into this, so then you can understand and get into something that you're not going to renege.
So this is what I'll say. For me personally, I'm not even going to bother to answer for me. But what I'll do is I'll speak on behalf of all men, and I'll give you a general consensus.
I just have something to say. Like, sure. I feel like you cannot speak on all men because all men are not the same. So those are just your facts and your experience that you done went through with, females and women that you came across. But you can't.
What did I tell you? Hey, you just seen it right here. How intuitive a nigga really is. But that'll be the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for any notifications so you can not miss the next video. Because, like I said, I'm just going to be bringing content after content after content after content because I want to be more consistent. And the more consistency I bring, the better the channel grows. Catch you in the next video.